In the name of the steering committee, I welcome you to Salzburg, to the hometown of Amadeus Mozart and Red Bull for the 14th International Electronics Recycling Congress.
Like I said, I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited to speak to such a distinguished group of business thought leaders. The fundamentals of business are changing rapidly, and trends are developing that, if embraced and accelerated, could have a profound positive effect on our society, on our planet, and really help us to solve a lot of the problems facing our world. And you are all on the cutting edge of many of these changes. And so my objective today is to put these changes in a big picture perspective, an orbital perspective.
So Ron receives this award in recognition of his humanitarian spirit and work to improve our planet, fostering collaborative efforts across global humanitarian organizations. He lived and worked in space for 178 days and has a unique perspective of our impact on the Earth from space. He believes that appropriately designed and targeted social enterprise can solve many of the problems of the world.
Finding ourselves in the copper business and the copper price to which we are all exposed to, despite what we hear and read today, and I guess most of us read the publications of the investment banks and we see where the price is going today, we think there's a disparity in terms of what the market is telling us in terms of pricing and what we believe the future of the underlying health of the copper market is. And really just what I wanted to say for all of us involved in the copper business and the exposure to the copper price, I would say that our future is more rosier than people want to have us believe.
Telly's had a good remark just before. You also told me that maybe we have too much laws and we have the wrong laws, and we have laws we cannot enforce and things like that. So I personally do not understand how it comes that so much material flows into Africa now. It happened in China a couple of years ago. Now it continues in Africa. It's just amazing that nobody reacts.
Interpol is not new to this conference. In the past we had already some other people telling us about what the activities of Interpol are. We hope to get an update from you, David.
How to improve law enforcement, particularly with regards to the transboundary waste shipments. The question really is how to improve. How to improve, or how to improve your house, how to improve anything. Well, in the first question you want to ask yourself is, do we in fact actually need to improve?
So key facts really about e-waste, just again to set the principles. We know it's a valuable resource. We know that it presents economic opportunities. But in Africa, the collection is not really the problem. The problem really is around health and environmental standards and the enforcement of that.
I want to talk about how we're sustaining the US electronics market and some new challenges for what we consider a maturing market. Real simply, I'll give a quick overview of what's going on and then get into what are the challenges, some laws, what's going on with producer responsibility, the glass, who owns all this material you're trying to make money off of.
It's all about we 22, or I never use we, I always use e-scrap. So it's e-scrap 22. Where are we going to? What do we want to achieve? What legislation is waiting for us? And is the legislation and all the rules and regulations we have right now in place?
If we look at the issues that are faced in the world of we and the challenges in the data chain, reported volumes are low. That doesn't necessarily mean that everywhere recycled volumes are low. It means reported volumes are low.
Nació de Dios para los dos, nació del alma.
We have a range of engineering solutions. We have our own in-house engineering team, but we also work with our customers' engineers. So we can offer a full turnkey solution, or we can simply offer you advice on how you might scale up a process.
We also comparing with the user traditional way. Traditional way, we only cover 8.0 grams. Okay, so we are more than 20% higher yields use these methods.
Like with the products, we have also to have innovation in the recycling technologies. And today we want to learn a bit about two things. One is the evergreen plastics recycling, and the other one has to do with the new approach for fridge recycling.
This is something very important, because otherwise you will not reach the yield. Of course, plastic recycling, as you see in the plant, is much more complex than metal recycling. Metal recycling will take a shredder, eddy current and a magnet, and that's it.
A lot of people, they mentioned that about 60 to 80% of the V goes to Africa or South America, and the rest vanished somewhere. Is it the truth, or is it in future there are some changes that you see in the horizon?
Well, I think what's going to happen is the high road is going to get higher, and the low road is going to get lower. Okay, okay. The good are going to get better, and the bad are going to get worse. So I think that's what's going to happen with that. And I think that education, like what Jim Puckett's doing, is the solution. Because when most people want to do the right thing if they know how. Most people want to do the right thing if they know how.
Okay.
Just to give you some context around the Eco-Innovation initiative, it is specifically an initiative that is there to implement the Eco-Innovation Action Plan.
For the recycling industry, I certainly don't claim to know all of the challenges. I know that there's a lot out there at the moment. But some of the things that we can see from a manufacturer's perspective is that there are shrinking form factors. So our products get smaller, slimmer, lighter all of the time.
And I've got 4 other participants on stage today, and I would like to get their definition of circular economy, how they view it, coming from the various sectors that they represent.
Waste is to be seen as a resource that needs to be taken back from the products and bringing back into the economy.
The way I see recyclers today is that you are facing changes as any other system or branch or industry too. And I think what we are already seeing, and I know it and I hear it here, that the amount of precious metals we put in our products is going down year by year.
Thank you very much for attending. I think that's a worthy conference. Thank you very much to all participants, those that actually came here on stage and those that didn't and listened. And see you next year. Thank you.